Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Check 1 2. Testing 1 2. Check 1 2.
Ready in the back.
It's on again, ready to climb back on the land. Come on, man, shake the dust off the moon. Don't yawn and prolong what you got to do. And if you've been going through any negative phase, well, here's your opportunity for turning the page. Today's a new chapter. Write your plot and make it end with the win. Give it all you got. First, you gotta rise, look alert in the light. Get the dirt from your eyes and work on the grind. Get it done, 'cause we ain't even trying to lose. Let's go, man, don't hit snooze. It's time to wake up. Take them all.
Birmingham. This is a regular meeting of the Birmingham City Council. Today is Tuesday, April 16th. This morning, our invocation will be delivered by Reverend Christopher Wren, Bessemer International Ministries, and our Pledge of Allegiance will be delivered by Councilor Clinton Woods. If you're willing and able, please rise.
Good morning, all. As we look away to the Lord, the Bible lets us know in Proverbs 29:2 that when the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked take rule, they all mourn. God our Father, we thank you because you do all things well. From the rising of the sun to the setting of the same sun, that you are worthy. Now, God, we ask that you be the honored guest in all of our deliberations on today. Bless everyone that's on the dais, upper level and lower. Bless everyone that would take the mic and speak. Let you be in all of that we do and we say. Father, we need you. We need our city needs you. Our streets and communities need you. We dispatch angels of protection around our city to protect the citizens, and that you would keep us from all harm and danger. And for this, we give you praise and we thank you now. And it's in thy darling Son, Jesus' name, that we pray. Amen.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, could we have the roll call, please?
Councilmember Abbott. Councilmember Clark. Councilmember Moore. Good morning, sir. Councilmember Smitherman. Good morning. Councilmember Tate. Councilmember Williams. Councilmember Woods. Good morning. Council President Pro Tem Alexander.
Good morning, President.
Good morning. Council President O'Quinn.
Present. Thank you. Council, before us, we have the minutes of the November 21st and 28th of 2023. If there are no additions or corrections, we'll consider a motion to approve those as written.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right, those minutes pass. The minutes are not ready for the December 5th, 2023 through April 9th, 2024 meetings. At this time, we'll have communications from the mayor's office. Chief?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning, Madam Pro Tem, to the members of the council. Good morning to the members of the public, all those under the sound of my voice. I have a few announcements on the mayor's behalf. Walk during lunch this Wednesday, everybody. Walk at Lunch Day is on Wednesday, April the 17th, from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. The City of Birmingham's Wellness Division, Be Well Birmingham, invites the community to come out on Short 20th Street to walk and also enjoy health and wellness vendors, food trucks, and a fresh fruit and vegetable stand. There will be music, games. There will also be, most importantly, walkers from all around the city. Please come out and get some steps in with us and commemorate Walk at Lunch Day. Again, that's this Wednesday, April the 17th, from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Birmingham Vanguard applications are now live. The Division of Social Justice and Racial Equity is calling for Birmingham young adults between the ages of 18 and 35 to join them in making a difference. The Birmingham Vanguard Advisory Council is on a mission to bridge the gap between the city's youth and Birmingham's decision makers. The Vanguard will offer area young people with the opportunity to engage with fellow emerging leaders, spearhead impactful projects, contribute insights on issues affecting our city, get an insider look at the workings of City Hall, and apply their talents for the greater good of our community. For more information on the Vanguard, please call 205-254-3014. The City of Birmingham is looking forward to hosting the District 9 Town Hall meeting. The community is invited to join Mayor Randall Woodfin and Councilor LaTanya Tate for a District 9 Town Hall meeting on Thursday, May the 2nd. The event will take place at 6 o'clock p.m. at the Fountain Heights Recreation Center located at 1101 15th Avenue West. Information about upcoming projects and initiatives will be shared, as well as opportunities for residents to present their challenges and concerns. Poet Laureate Reading and Book Launch. The City of Birmingham's Poet Laureate, Salem Green, will host a public reading of her new chapbook, Once Upon a Magic City, in honor of Poetry Month. The free event will take place at 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, April the 18th, at Birmingham's Downtown Public Library, which is located at 2100 Park Place. Attendees will receive a complimentary special edition copy of the book and a free poster. For more info, please go to birminghamal.gov/poet. UAB and the City of Birmingham will host a Regional Wellness Day. The University of Alabama at Birmingham's O'Neill Comprehensive Cancer Center has partnered with the City of Birmingham to host the first ever Birmingham Regional Wellness Week, a day of holistic wellness for residents of Central Alabama on Saturday, April the 20th. There will be health screenings, group workouts, and much more. The event is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Birmingham Crossplex, located at 2340 Crossplex Boulevard. To register, please go to uab.edu/RWDay1. Just a weekly note regarding uniform cart delivery. We've shared this, Mr. President. As a weekly reminder, all single-family residents are now under the same uniform cart system. If you have any questions, once again, or concerns, please go to www.birminghamal.gov/pickup. Also, the City of Birmingham will continue to keep residents informed about bulk trash pickup with daily updates online at birminghamal.gov/bulk trash. Then finally, Mr. President, Madam Pro Tem, members of the council, members of the public, we do have a proclamation in honor of Autism Acceptance Week. So I would ask at this time if the Boutwell Auditorium Senior Director, Ms. Alicia Johnson-Williams, and members of her staff, as well as Culture City's Dr. Julian Maha, please join me at the podium. I'd also like to ask Ms. Linda Dansby, as well as Tamisha and Tamia, which are the daughters of our honoree, to be able to stand with us at the podium as well. Mr. President, Madam Pro Tem, members of the council, members of the public, April is Autism Acceptance Month, and the people at Culture City have devoted their life's work to supporting individuals with sensory needs. They have partnered with the city's Boutwell Auditorium to create the first ever sensory room in a Birmingham facility. And this place has been named in honor of a very, very, very special person to many of us. Today, in honor of this momentous occasion, I will read a proclamation in part. And it reads, whereas the City of Birmingham recognizes the importance of Autism Acceptance Month and the need for inclusive spaces for individuals with sensory needs. And whereas the unveiling of the Tamika Hall Sensory Room at Boutwell Auditorium, scheduled for Tuesday, April the 16th, 2024, signifies a significant step forward in our commitment to inclusion and support for all members of our community. And whereas the Tamika Hall Sensory Room, named in honor of our beloved Ms. Tamika L. Hall, a dedicated City of Birmingham employee and passionate advocate for sensory inclusion, is designed to provide a safe and accommodating space for individuals with disabilities, ensuring a positive experience for all visitors to the Boutwell Auditorium. And whereas this project, powered by Culture City in honor of Autism Acceptance Month, exemplifies the collaborative efforts of organizations and individuals dedicated to creating a more accessible and compassionate community. And whereas the unveiling of the Tamika Hall Sensory Room coincides with the Boutwell Auditorium's 100th anniversary, further enhancing the venue's legacy as a welcoming space for all community members. Now, therefore, I, Randall L. Woodfin, Mayor of the City of Birmingham, Alabama, hereby celebrate and support the ribbon cutting for the Tamika L. Hall Sensory Room in the City of Birmingham, to be held Tuesday, April 16, 2024 at 11:45 a.m. We encourage all residents to join us in commemorating this momentous occasion and in recognizing the lasting impact of Tamika L. Hall's dedication and advocacy. So, Mr. President, members of the council, we have Madam Director, Ms. Alicia Johnson-Williams, Dr. Maha and his team, our Boutwell staff, and the family of Ms. Tamika L. Hall joining us. So I'll pass it off to Ms. Alicia Johnson-Williams.
Good morning. Thank you, chiefs. Thank you, counselors, and thank Dr. Maha and Culture City, the Culture City family. They're like family to us for all that they are doing and have done, and for this very special room that they've developed. They've designed this room with great care in order to commemorate Tamika Hall. We want to thank her family for sharing Tamika with us. She was indeed a dedicated employee, and we do miss her dearly. We love her dearly. Dr. Maha first came to us to begin hosting his annual Culture City Ball. For his inaugural ball at the Boutwell event, Tamika Hall, our friend and colleague, was the boots on the ground point of contact for this event, and she embraced him and he embraced her. They were like old friends, and they both actually just have that effect on people. The team was not only excited about the event, we were excited about championing this very important cause. So today, Boutwell presents our sensory inclusion room, as mentioned, the first in a city facility, and we want to thank Dr. Maha for doing this in commemoration of our 100th year anniversary. Yes, Boutwell is 100 years old, and we are standing strong. We thank you for this opportunity. We ask you to join us for our press conference today. We will have food trucks, and you will get an opportunity to view the room if you so desire. Thank you so much.
So, Mr. President, members of the council, again, we just want to thank the staff at the Boutwell. We want to thank Tamika's family for being here with us today, and we certainly salute and honor her legacy. And we also want to salute all of the members of the team for the fantastic job that they do. That concludes the mayor's report, sir.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Any comments? No? All right, good to go. All right. Oh, all right, sorry. All right, at this time, without objection, we'll have a couple of presentations. First up, we have the Birmingham Black Homeschooler Association with Ms. Jennifer Duckworth and Yolanda Chandler.
Can you all see our presentation?
Not yet. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Good morning. How are you all this morning? My name is Jennifer Duckworth. I'm the co-founder of Black Homeschoolers of Birmingham, where our purpose is to create a safe space for Black and brown homeschoolers to learn, grow, and play. We are so honored to have this opportunity given to us. This is our field trip. So we are here to learn about local government. This is what homeschool is all about. We are learning from our home, and we're learning from each and every one of you today as we sit here and watch you all in your council meetings. So just know little eyes are watching you. This is my co-founder, Yolanda Chandler. And we created Black Homeschoolers of Birmingham in 2019. We are two moms who homeschool our children. I've been homeschooling for 8 years. Yolanda has been homeschooling for 13 years. 13 years. She has two sets. She has an older set that's already graduated and got families, and then she has a younger set who's right here. So she's our professional in the group. But we were just looking for a community where our children could homeschool and be able to be themselves and not have to face some of the, microaggressions that happen everywhere. So we just started meeting at local parks that you guys have provided for us. So we are always downtown at the what am I saying? Railroad Park. We love Railroad Park, and we are always at the local libraries. You will see all of our families there, and if they're during the day, then you know they're pretty much homeschoolers. And we do park days, we do field trips every month, we do, what else do we do? Mom's Night Out, and we also have community enrichments where we focus on the local business owners in the community. They come to us, and like we have a financial literacy class. We've had ASL classes. We go to like Red Mountain Theater and have improv classes, and they come to our organization and they help our families with the local resources that are available so that we can be able to participate in those as well. Our foundations are education, family, community, service, and partnership. Okay? That's what we stand on. And we are so excited because each year one of our foundational programs that we have is the Homeschool Summit. And I'll let Miss Yolanda talk about that real quick.
Good morning. So every year, we're excited because we are in the planning stages right now. But every year, we have a Position for Success Homeschool Summit. This year, our event is July 20th. It's going to be held at the Marriott on 280, so we're very excited about that. One of the things that I'm most proud about in connection with our event is that we started in a church basement that was hot, it was sweaty, the microphones didn't work, the Wi-Fi didn't work. Everything that could go wrong in my eyes as the coordinator of the event did go wrong on that day. But one of the amazing things that happened was, although people were using their worksheets, they had them folded and they were fanning themselves, but no one left on that day. Even with all of our technical difficulties, we still had people trying to hang in there with us online. So it let me know that we had the great content, but the execution just wasn't there. But I am so proud to say today that we fixed all of those issues. And we're so excited for July 20th. Last year, we had over 150 participants. We had local vendors and sponsors from our local community, as well as nationally known foundations who partnered with us to be able to make sure that we can put on a stellar event. We called the event Position for Success because we want all of our families, no matter where they come from, whether they're just interested in learning about homeschooling, whether they've been homeschooling for a while, maybe they're just curious to know what the alternative education models are. And that event sets them up for success. So we're pretty excited about it this year. We're expecting over 200 participants, including our lovely children. We have a teen zone and a kid zone, so families can come without worrying about child care on that day, get all of the information, and most importantly, be connected with our community. So we're excited to get the word about that information out. We also want to let everyone know that on that day, you can also get information, but you can also find connectivity. We like to say that you can't do this homeschooling journey well by yourself. So as you see here, we have plenty of families who are represented here, and you can quit on, it's easy to quit on a thing, but it's not as easy to quit on a person. So we like to say that we are a community here. We build our foundation on community, and that's what this event is about. It's about further building our community. And before I be quiet here for a minute, I just like to say that our first event only had about 20 participants, and the growth that we've seen at these events have actually grown our community. In 2021, when we had the event, we were at 120 members. From August and September of that year, we grew to 300 members as a catalyst from this event. So every year, this event grows our community. Right now, we are at about 400 members in the local Birmingham community, and in January 2023, we launched Black Homeschoolers of Montgomery. So thank you so much.
Yes, and so we have been asked to introduce some of our families, and we'll do that through our kids. So let's start with You're going to say your name, first and last, and the grade that you're in. And speak up so they can hear you. Okay, you guys? Okay, go ahead.
My name is
Come to the mic, please. So,
My name is Xander Duckworth. I am in the 7th grade, and that's it for me. Here.
okay.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Bailey, and I'm in 4th grade.
My name is Phoenix Duckworth, and I'm in the 3rd grade.
My name is Mark Hunt, and I'm in the 9th grade.
My name is Esselina Dawson, and I'm in the 8th grade.
My name is Kayla Bailey, and I'm in 6th grade.
Tell them how long you've been homeschooling, Kayla.
Let's see.
Homeschooling for how long? Since what grade?
She's been homeschooling since she was about kindergarten.
I've been homeschooling for about,
Since you were in kindergarten.
since I was in kindergarten.
Good. That's what I was trying to get you to say.
Hi, my name is Carly, and my name is Carly Duckworth, and I am in the 5th grade.
My name is Peyton Davis, and I'm in the 7th grade.
Come on, baby. Say your name.
My name is Brent, and I'm in 2nd grade.
And I would like to say their big brother, Paul Davis, was the first homeschooler to be accepted into the Youth Leadership Forum, period.
My name is Matthew Chandler, and I'm in 7th grade.
Good job. Good job. Come on, baby.
My name is Kia Hunt, and I'm in the 4th grade.
How long have you been homeschooling?
My name is Madison Chandler. I'm in 7th grade, and I've been homeschooled since 3rd grade.
My name is Zoe Moore. My name is Zoe Moore, and I'm in 2nd grade.
So good job, baby.
My name is Madison. My name is Madison Kimbrough, and I'm in the 2nd grade.
My name is Naomi Grace Woods, and I'm in 2nd grade.
Hi, my name is Samuel Woods, and I'm in the 8th grade.
Come over here so they can see.
My name is Sam Woods, and I like playing Rosie Mosey Bird.
Good job.
My name is Gloria Ann Woods, and I'm in the 4th grade.
Come right here so they can see.
My name is Mal Kimbrough. I am 4th grade.
My name is Regina Norrie Woods, and I am in the 5th grade.
Yes. So if anybody ever wonders, do homeschoolers have problems with socialization? No, they do not. You can see that they are very excited about speaking to you all and learning from you all, and we're so grateful for this opportunity. So thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Before you guys go, just stay put. I'm sure some of our counselors have comments, but I want to thank you guys for coming down to the council chambers this morning and joining in the meeting. I understand that this is part of your lesson plan for the day, and that's something that the council is very focused on. We spend a lot of time every day in our individual offices just explaining to our constituents how local government works, and in years past, folks may have gotten some civics education in high school, but a lot of that is focused on, state and federal level and is very generalized and usually not much instruction on local government. And local government can come in many different shapes and sizes. Even in the Birmingham metro area, you'll see a lot of variation between municipality to municipality. So this council is very focused on helping our constituents understand how local government works for them. And most recently, we produced some educational materials around how our budget comes together every year. But we're super glad to have the opportunity to interact with you guys today. I hope you've had a chance to review the agenda and know some things about what we're going to be discussing today. So want you guys to please be prepared with any questions that you may have. We're going to gather with you after the council meeting, so we would definitely be happy to help explain anything that you didn't understand during the course of the meeting. So at this time, do we have any counselors that have any comments? Counselor Moore.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you all for being here today. All of you look really nice. You dressed up nice for the occasion, and I appreciate you all having confidence when you spoke on the mic. And I definitely want to tell you all thank you for doing what you're doing. I know, growing up, I learned how to read at the kitchen table with my mom, right? And that's where a lot of learning happens at home. And so for you all to take it a step further and, really build community by having other families that are like-minded to do the same thing is really beautiful. And so I just say thank you all to you coming here and being here with us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Any others?
Yeah, I echo my colleagues' sentiments in that I also learned to read with my parents at the kitchen table and not really in a classroom. But it is awesome to see you guys here all confident in your ability to speak to all of us. I don't think that I was able to do what you guys just did at your age. Looking forward to seeing y'all afterwards. We actually have an economic development meeting right after this, so if y'all want to stick around for that, y'all are welcome to do so as well, or go, whatever, talk to everybody else. But it's open to you guys if you would like to sit through it.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. We look forward to visiting with you later. All right. At this time, we'll have a presentation from Council Pro Tem Wardine Alexander.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the council, for allowing me this opportunity to recognize Mr. and Mrs. Vernon Brown. I'm very excited today to bring them before you. As counselors, we each have the opportunity to recognize and acknowledge exceptional individuals in each of our districts. And on this occasion, I'd like to honor Mr. Vernon Brown and acknowledge the work that he has done and the endeavors that he has done in our community. Mr. Brown has been challenged with ongoing issues related to his health in the past few years, but he has continued to work tirelessly to motivate, to educate, and to provide sports programs and work with youth at Wiggins Park. Today, I'd like to honor him and thank him and his wife for the work that you all do in our community and the service that you provide and the success of the various youth programs that you manage at Wiggins Park. You've continued to demonstrate dedication and support to our community. And I just want to thank you, Vernon, for what you've done. You've been working with the community, I think it's been over 10 years now. 17. And so I know that the service that you provide as you continue to go back and forth to Atlanta for treatments, and I want you to know that we're all thinking of you, and I want to give you all an opportunity to talk about some of the work that you're doing, and I know you have some upcoming events that will bring awareness to some of the issues that you've been facing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Vernon Brown. I've been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I've been traveling back and forth to Georgia for the last year. Me and my wife, Alexia Moore, she also been on this journey with me. But this Saturday I have a walk. It's going to be a first annual pancreatic walk from Hopewell Baptist Church on Jefferson Avenue to Wiggins Park. And I got a couple of people coming from Georgia that's going to come down and talk with and let everybody know in the community about pancreatic cancer and let them know you know, you can beat it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going through the war right now, but, you know, thank God I'm still here to be able to open my eyes every day. And I get a joy of just being out there with those kids. I've been doing it for 17 years now, you know what I'm saying? I continue to be here. I'm going to continue to be there for them. Just asking if y'all able, y'all free, please come out, you know, on this Saturday at Hopewell Baptist Church at 9 o'clock. We'll start and we'll walk there. It's like a mile and a half back from Hopewell Baptist Church to Wiggins Park.
Thank you. Vernon is a former employee of the city of Birmingham, and I know we all know his father, Mr. Brown. He greets us and protects us and works with us. So we just wanted to say thank you again for your family and for Mr. Brown. And Mrs. Brown, we want to know, did you want to say anything? We just know you've been a great supporter.
Yes, I just want to thank you all for this time. Thank you, Councilor Warding, for acknowledging Vernon and his dedication to the community. And I just wanted to give a short little bit that our love story started from being city employees, working at the Magic City Classic. So,
Thank you all. Thank you.
Do you want to move the resolution? Do you want to approve the resolution?
Yes, this time I'd like to offer unanimous consent for a resolution of honor for Mr. Vernon Brown.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
And now the resolution.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Clerk, do we have any nominations to boards and agencies?
No, sir, I don't think so. Clear.
Okay.
Casey, any? No.
At this time, I'll read our statement on conduct of business. All items designated as consent are routine and non-controversial and will be approved by one motion. All items on the consent agenda will be announced by reading the item numbers only. No separate discussion of these items will be permitted unless a council member or the mayor requests the item be removed from the consent agenda. Additionally, a citizen interested in addressing the council with respect to an item on the consent agenda designated for public hearing may request the item be removed from the consent agenda to hold the hearing on the item. Any items removed from the consent agenda will revert to its normal place on the agenda order of business. For remaining matters, all matters of permanent operation will be read and all public hearings will be announced. Mr. Clerk, could we read through our consent agenda?
Yes, sir. The consent agenda starts on page 2 with items 1, 2, and 3. Page 3, we have items 4 and 5 on consent. Page 4, we have item number 9 on consent. Page 5, we have items 10 and 11 designated as consent items. Please note on item number 10, the funding source, the last number should be a 1 instead of a 2. That's on item 10. Page 6, we have items 12, 13, and 14 on consent. Page 7, we have items 15, 16, and 17 designated as consent items. Quite a few changes on item 17. Bear with me here. Item 17, the amount will change from $700 to $15,576. And we'll have $4,000 coming from Councilor Moore's discretionary funds, $2,000 to Inglenook Library, $2,000 to Woodlawn Library, and the GL account number for that is 001-010-04200-527-014. And the additional funds will come from Councilor Tate's account. It should be $10,876. From Pratt City, East Inslee, and Wylam, all in the amounts of $2,469. And the final amount was $3,469 from North Birmingham. And the GL account number for that item is 001-000 -04-290-542-001. All right, we'll pick back up with the consent agenda on page 8, with items 18, 19, 20, and 21. Page 9, we have items 22, 23, 24, and 25 on consent. Page 10, excuse me, back up to page 9, just as a typo, strike the item 25 at the bottom here. On page 10, we have items 25, 26, and 27 on consent. Page 11, we have items 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32 on consent. Page 12, items 33, 34, and 35 are on consent. And at page 14, item number 36 is on consent. Page 17, item 37 is on consent. And that concludes the consent agenda.
Okay. Been asked to take item 14 off of consent, that is, item 14, page 6. Are there any council members that wish to add or remove an item from the consent agenda? Okay,
Yes, I would like to remove item number 9 off consent.
item number 9, that is page 4.
Sorry, page 4.
Item number 9. Okay. Items 1 and 2 are marked as public hearing items. Do any members of the public wish to remove either one of those items from the consent agenda? Hearing none. Mr. Clerk, I believe we're ready for the vote.
Okay.
Need a motion.
It's Councilor Williams and
Smitherman.
who was the second? I'm sorry.
Me.
Councilor Smithman, okay. Give me 1 second. Put everybody in. I see Councilor Tate is out. Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right.
All right. Next item.
First item should be item number 6 on page 3. Let's see, item 6. An ordinance approving and authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with the city of Birmingham, city of Trussville, and Norfolk Southern, Railway Company, under which the parties will undertake a project as part of the Redesign Alabama program to close at-grade railroad crossings, which will elevate block crossings from the Woodlawn neighborhood in Birmingham into Trussville and erect alternative routes to enhance public access, with funding for the project to be provided from the following sources: the City of Birmingham FY 2022 Consolidated Railroad Infrastructure and Safety Improvements crisis grant in the amount of $8 million. The City of Birmingham being responsible for 2.5% of the project cost, not to exceed $250,000. The City of Trussville being responsible for 2.5% of the project's cost, not to exceed $250,000, and Norfolk Southern Railway Company being responsible for 15% of the project cost, not to exceed $1,500,000. And this is an item of permanent operation. Of course, we will need unanimous consent to approve it today. So,
Motion for unanimous consent.
Second.
okay, Councilmember Abbott. Aye. Councilmember Clark. Aye. Councilmember Moore. Aye. Councilmember Smitherman. Aye. Councilmember Williams. Aye. Councilmember Woods. Aye. Council President Pro Tem Alexander.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Quinn.
Aye.
All right, need a motion on the item, please? All right, the item is before you.
Any questions or discussion?
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're ready for the vote.
Ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Yep.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. All right.
All right. Next item, please.
All right, one sec. All right, next should be item 7. It's on page 4. An ordinance amending ordinance number 24-20 adopted by the council April the 9th, 2024, authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for the sale of real estate between the city of Birmingham and Rudolph LLC, the property located at 4330 Florence Street and 4305 Etowah Street, for the appraised value of $290,000, is amended to change the name of the buyer to Simplicity Real Estate LLC, an affiliate of the Rudolph LLC. First reading. Again, this is an item of permanent operation. I need UC to entertain it today.
Motion for unanimous consent.
Okay. Councilmember Abbott. Councilmember Clark. Councilmember Moore. Councilmember Smitherman. Councilmember Williams. Councilmember Woods. Council President Pro Tem Alexander. Council President O'Quinn.
Aye.
All right. And a motion on the item is, all right, motion item is before you.
All right. Any discussion? We're ready for the vote.
And that was Williams and second for the main item. I missed the second. Moore, thank you, sir. Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right. That motion passes.
All right, 1 second here. I got that.
Next item.
Next should be item 8.
All right.
An ordinance pursuant to Alabama Act number 1969-916, authorizing the mayor to enter into an interlocal agreement between the city of Birmingham and the Housing Authority of Birmingham District to provide a law enforcement task force and community safety partnership related to HABD's high-intensity community-oriented police patrol program. It's designated HABD properties for a period of up to 2 years with an end date of March 31st, 2026. Unless terminated earlier by either party, HABD will provide funding to the city in the amount of $2,085,605.52 to cover personnel costs, expenses, and reimbursement for maintenance, fuel, and repair of vehicles. The city will provide up to 7 police officers, 1 sergeant, and 1 lieutenant to perform the law enforcement functions in the housing communities as part of the task force. And again, this is an item of permanent operation. I need UC. Okay, and please note that public safety recommended the item as well.
All right. So it was
Okay.
Williams and Moore. Williams and Moore for unanimous consent.
Yes. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. Councilmember Abbott. Councilmember Clark. Councilmember Moore. Councilmember Smitherman. Councilmember Williams. Councilmember Woods. Council President Pro Tem Alexander. Council President O'Quinn.
Aye.
All right, motion on the item, please.
So moved.
Second.
All right, item is before you.
All right. Councilor Williams.
Thank you, Mr. President. Only question on this is, wanted to know how many actual officers that we have today.
So the agreement reflects the number of officers that we actually have. It is 7.
No, ma'am, sorry, let me rephrase the question. You know, we have a previous agreement that allows up to 14 officers and then supervisors, which we have been operating off of. So how many officers out on the agreement of up to 14 have we been able to fill?
For the past year, you mean? That number has varied, but the current number is what's reflected in the agreement.
Okay, so we're cutting the number of officers in half.
Well,
Half of 14 is 7.
yeah, under the previous agreement, we were in compliance as long as we provided up to 14. And so where we are right now is that number is the number that the police chief believes he can provide without, burden on the rest of his services that they're providing. So we're amending the new agreement to reflect what we plan to provide.
So that's just up to 7. So we can provide 1.
Well, No, sir. Noted in the agreement that if we reduce the number of officers, the payments to the city would be reduced as well. The number that's being advanced today is the number that's been agreed upon by HABD and BPD. They've indicated to us that they're pleased with the services that BPD has been providing, and they are very comfortable with that number.
I don't have anything else.
Okay. Any other questions, discussion? Believe we're ready for the vote.
Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right. That
Thank
item
you.
passes. Next item, please.
Should be item 9, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute and deliver an agreement between the city of Birmingham and Baptist Health Foundation Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $100,000, which Baptist Health will implement the Princeton BMC Healing Garden, community garden on the campus of Princeton Baptist Medical Center, designated to create a therapeutic tool for the hospital staff, residents of Princeton Towers, and surrounding community while enriching the lives of the Towers' elderly residents and providing a relaxing outdoor space for hospital patients and their families, as well as neighborhood residents and school children. Motion, please. All right, items before you.
All right. Counselor Smitherman.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to pull off consent because this is one of my ARPA projects. I've been trying to really get this funding to renovate it since I've been in office. If you have ever been in West End, gone through the turnaround, go right by Arlington Rehab and Princeton Towers is across the street. This was actually a project my mom was able to implement when she was in office, and so I really want to do that as a tribute to her to really renovate the gardens. It's very beautiful. It's for elderly patients that have, it really helps with their sensory, so being able to work with the plants, being able to smell and feel the plants. I really want the community to embrace it. So it's going to be very beautiful. We have a lot of great plants with it, and the hospital is going to help us as well. So hopefully next spring, we'll be able to invite everyone to a ribbon cutting for it. So thank you, Mr. President.
Counselor Clark.
I just wanted to commend Counselor Smitherman because I've stopped and peered through the gates and sort of marveled at the infrastructure that's there. So a lot of work has already gone into it, and it can be really spectacular. So I'm excited.
You don't.
Okay. Any additional comments or questions? Are we ready for the vote?
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right. That item passes. Next item, please.
I think that's all the agenda items.
Item 14.
Took 14 off, that's right.
Yes.
My bad. Okay, item 14. A resolution authorizing the mayor to execute and deliver an agreement between the city of Birmingham and Synergy Community Development Center, LLC, in an amount not to exceed $67,000 on which Synergy will design, develop, and implement a program to provide capacity building support, training, and technical assistance to the city of Birmingham in developing community-based violence intervention initiatives and support the coordination of a citywide public safety strategy in partnership with the Birmingham Police Department to reduce violence in the city of Birmingham. Motion, please.
Move the item.
Second.
Item is before you.
All right. Chief Sparks.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. We have Ms. Uche Bean, who's going to come and provide an update.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So speaking to item 14, in agreement with Synergy Community Development Center, we are looking to bring Deputy Mayor Keisha Ure from Newark, New Jersey, here to Birmingham to help us with technical assistance to create violence prevention initiatives for the city of Birmingham. She wanted me to let you all know she is extremely excited to be able to work with the city of Birmingham to assist and share all violence prevention strategies to keep our city safe locally and nationally, which includes youth employment, community coordination, law enforcement partnership, and the city government.
Excellent. Thank you. Any questions or discussion?
Yes, I so I wasn't able to go on the trip to Newark, but Ethan went in my place, and our Council Woods went, I think Tevin. And so I think this is a great initiative, and especially to have somebody else come down here and tell us what Newark is doing. If I know most people are familiar with Newark, but Newark is, well, still a pretty dangerous city, and the things they've been able to do for the kids, just the way the collaboration they've been able to have, where they can have the community leaders, the city leaders, all at one table every week to talk. What's their office, Uche, that they do?
They have the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery, and yes, Newark was once a very dangerous city, but last year they only had 43 homicides.
Yes, and they focus more on helping the youth and making sure they have good activities and a lot of support. So I'm excited to see her come down, and I hope, in the next 5 and 10 years, we can say that about Birmingham the way you just said about Newark. So thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
All right. Counselor Clark?
Thank you for presenting this item today. What is the timeline for implementation in terms of, her being, on site and?
We're looking at 6 months, but we could look at extending her time here.
Starting approximately when?
As soon as we get everything passed and move forward, she's excited and ready to come down here.
Okay.
Counselor Woods?
Thank you, Mr. President. Did just want to add, I think, just discussing Newark, did have an opportunity to go up and meet her. The kind of infrastructure they built through their Brick City Peace Collective and kind of working directly with the city hand in hand to kind of actually implement and see like tangible results, I thought was pretty impressive. In a space where people really haven't consistently achieved those type of results. And so bringing that knowledge here and just looking at our ecosystem and seeing what we can implement, I think is key. So I'm was excited to see this come across. I know I had heard about this being a possibility, but I think, if something's working, let's figure out how to make it work here. So thank you.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Counselor Williams?
My question is the $67,000, is that specifically just so she'll come down here, or is that going to something else as well?
It's a contract specifically with her company.
Hmm. All right.
And to elaborate, she's creating things for us to be able to push forward in the city. So not just her coming here, it's definitely for her to help us curate a lot of initiatives within the city.
So that's part of the 67.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Believe we're ready for the vote.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right, that item passes.
Thank you.
There any additional items? Mr. Clark? All right. This time, we'll have announcements. Counselor Clark?
Thank you, Mr. President. And, I was a little slow on the draw when we were dealing with item 6, but Brother Walter from the Crescent Center made me do a double take on it. And I do want to take a moment just to celebrate and highlight how important and potentially transformational this item is for residents of Harris Homes who at times are trapped in or out of their homes. And, it's, over 60 years, it's caused truancy, people's inability to get emergency responses or get to hospitals. And it's kind of daunting that a condition like this could exist for a long time. And, lots of people have tried to work on it and nothing has ever happened. And I believe people lost hope. And I think the fact that we have a start and a shot at getting a permanent solution with an underpass, I know it'll take a lot more money, but just that we have the opportunity to do something, real and lasting that could relieve these residents of that situation. And when you look at the way, historic, I guess, policies of the past have put people in these positions, it's really, just, it's kind of unreal, and I think for me, coming coming to the city council, I felt like there were two issues that were big enough to transcend district boundaries, and that was one of them. I felt like if we couldn't do something, we all needed to be trying, you know, even if we were powerless because of the power of the railroads. And the other one is the economic injustice issues in Collegeville. I think, you know, those are two biggies that we all need to care about. But I'm just really excited because I never thought we could really get anything to happen on this, but we needed to be trying. And so we really are getting to do something. So congratulations, and to Dr. O'Quinn for championing this and not relenting on it. Now for my report. Neighborhood meetings. The Graymont neighborhood will meet Wednesday at 4:30 in the Smithfield Library. Also, the city's Planning and Engineering Permits Department is hosting community engagement sessions to review the city's proposed regulations on short-term rentals. I know a lot of people are upset with what happens in some of the Airbnbs that have popped up in our neighborhoods. So you do have an opportunity to come to a second meeting and voice your opinions. It's on April 18th at the Shields Conference Center. It's going to happen at 6 p.m. Also, as Chief Sparks noted, the Birmingham's O'Neill Comprehensive Cancer Center is partnering with the City of Birmingham for a day of holistic wellness. That's happening this Saturday, April 20th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Crossplex. Anyway, there will be fun and giveaways, a lot of health awareness information. You can interact with professionals from healthcare and community-based organizations and participate in group workouts. On the arts and culture side, congratulations to Erin Leanne Mitchell and our own E.L. Chisholm on the opening of their joint exhibition, My Yoke is Easy and My Burden is Light. It's going to open on May 24th the exhibition is open and will be on view until May 24th at Space 111. Gallery hours are 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Friday. And as always, if you're looking for a fun way to get active and meet your neighbors, join us every Thursday morning, weather permitting, for a walk around the Crossplex. We meet at the Starbucks and start promptly at 8. That concludes my remarks. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Councilor Moore.
Thank you, Mr. President. Wanted to say thank you to everybody that came out this past weekend to Eastlake Park for the cleanup that we had. We had Black Warrior River Keepers, the students from Huffman High School that are part of the National Honor Society, as well as some UAB students from Green Initiative. Was greatly appreciative of everybody coming out and helping us to keep our park clean. Also, you know, just to kind of piggyback on Councilor Clark, you know, talking about, you know, the environmental injustices that, you know, Collegeville has. Want to say thank you to Dr. David Hicks at the Jefferson County Department of Health, who had a town hall meeting in North Birmingham this past Tuesday. And it was a great opportunity for residents to come out and learn about some of the things that will be taking place in the near future in terms of some of the investments that Jefferson County Department of Health is making. And so thankful to him and his team for just engaging with the community and, you know, really walking alongside them to grapple with these environmental injustices that we all have to deal with. So thank you, Dr. Hicks. As Councilor Clark already made mention, the Birmingham Planning and Engineering and Permits Department will be having their next short-term rental town hall meeting at the Shields Center on April the 18th at 6 p.m. Right there in Patton Park. Had an opportunity to attend the first one, and I would say that it was a really good conversation. I think that, you know, we had folks that, you know, came out on both sides, those who are for short-term rentals as well as those who were against. And I think it was a great opportunity for everybody to kind of hear some of the different challenges that each side is dealing with, right? You got those who, see this as a business, see this as a way for them to be able to make money, but also understanding how it impacts residents in these communities when people come into those short-term rentals and don't do right, right? And the position that we as a council sit in trying to make sure that we advocate and support everybody in this. And so I was glad to, be a part of it along with Councilor O'Quinn. And it was a really good conversation, and I'm glad that we're having another one to be able to capture those folks who weren't able to attend the first one. So let me see, we got our Harriman Park Neighborhood Association meeting taking place on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. at the Harriman Park Rec Center. We also have our Norwood Neighborhood Association that's taking place on Wednesday at 6 p.m. At the Norwood Community Center. And then our Park and Recreation Board will be meeting tomorrow morning at Legion Field at 9 a.m. And the Community Development Committee will be meeting tomorrow in the council chambers at 2 p.m. And I just want to give a shout out to Councilor Smitherman as well. I got a chance to attend her event with Dr. Celeste and work out with all of my people down there. So that's all.
Thank you. Councilor Smitherman?
Thank you, Mr. President. As far as neighborhood meetings, 5 Point South has one tonight in the South Hall of Highland United Methodist Church at 6 p.m. today. And then Woodland Park will meet on Monday, April 22nd at Woodland Park Church of Christ at 6 p.m. The next Budget and Finance meeting will meet Monday, April 22nd at 3:30 p.m. Submissions are due tomorrow by noon. We were going to have an Earth Day cleanup, but we've canceled it. And as Council Moore, thank you for coming, mentioned about the Healthy Lifestyle Reset, I think that's what she called it, with Dr. Celeste, Birmingham Park and Rec. That was a great event. We were able to give away the treadmill I mentioned last week, dumbbells, a bike. It was a really good time, like information about diabetes, high blood pressure. The exercise classes were great. So I think everybody had a good time. We had a pretty good crowd. So it really means a lot to have a doctor that not only cares about her patients, but about the community in general. So, but yeah, thank you, Mr. President. That's all.
Thank you. Pro Tem Alexander?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. First, I'd like to share announcements from District 9 on Councilor Tate's behalf. The Evergreen Neighborhood Meeting will be held today at 5 p.m. at the Evergreen Community Center. The East Thomas Neighborhood Meeting will be held today on Zoom at 6 p.m. The South Pratt Neighborhood Meeting will be held today via conference call at 6 p.m. The Smithville Estates Neighborhood meeting will be held today via conference call. The Inslee Neighborhood Meeting will be held Thursday, April 18th at 6 p.m. at the McAlpine Park Recreation Center. The Druid Hills Neighborhood Meeting will be held Monday, April 22nd at 6:30 p.m. at Protective Stadium. The next public safety meeting will be held on Tuesday, April 23rd at 1 p.m. in the City Council chambers. Please submit agenda items via email by Wednesday, April 17th, no later than 12 noon, to Beatrice Collins at beatrice.collins@birminghamal.gov or Greg Stanley at gregory.stanley@birminghamal.gov. If you have any questions, maybe feel free to contact their office. Also, Councilor Tate wants to acknowledge presentation of the District 9 Derby Day at the City Walk. So she'd like for you to save that date, May 4th, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And that'll be at City Walk, 2200 9th Avenue North, Birmingham, Alabama, 35203. Also, the District 9 Mayor Woodfin and Councilor Tate will be hosting the District 9 Town Hall meeting. That'll be Thursday, May 2nd. It will be held at the Fighton Heights Recreation Center. That's 1101 15th Avenue North, and that'll be at 6 p.m. I also wanted to acknowledge today on today's council agenda, we did consent item number 10, and it included $20,500 donations that Councilor Tate has made to her 6 schools in District 9. Those are all of the District 9 announcements. Now for District 7, this afternoon at 6:30 p.m., the Green Acres Neighborhood Association will meet, and will be meeting at the Lifting Christ Worship Center. They also have bulk trash and brush pickup, which is scheduled in Green Acres today. So if the truck hasn't been by yet, please go out and place your bulk items out there so they can get picked up. Thursday, April 18th, the Hillman and the Hillman Park Neighborhood Associations will meet. They meet jointly at 5 p.m. at Hillman Station, and that's at 4817 Jefferson Avenue Southwest. And I believe that's at Hopewell Baptist Church. The bulk trash and brush track pickup is scheduled for the following neighborhoods in District 7 on Thursday: West Goldwire, Tarpley City, Industrial Center, and Garden Highlands. And there's also bulk trash pickup on Friday, April 19th, which is scheduled for Grisilla Heights and the East Brownsville neighborhood. And they'll be picking up trash in Roosevelt City on Monday, April 22nd. I do want to remind everyone that we are preparing in conjunction with Earth Day for our annual Love D7 Day. This year will be held on Saturday, April 27th. That's from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. And we'll be having registration starting at 8:30 at Jones Valley Middle School. We're encouraging all neighborhoods in District 7 to do some type of cleanup on that day to show some love for D7. Let's just go out and show some love on our neighborhoods. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. Council Williams?
Thank you, Mr. President. Southeast Lake neighborhood will be meeting Monday, April 22nd at 6 o'clock at Southeast Lake United Methodist Church. Crestwood will be south. We'll be meeting Monday, April 22nd at 6:30 at the Jewish Community Center. And the Stallions' next home game, as we all know, is this upcoming Saturday, the 20th, at 6 o'clock at Protective Stadium. Also, from Economic Development, on Saturday, April 26th through the 28th, is the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix at Barber Motorsports, one of my favorite events. It's actually one of the largest economic development events for the state of Alabama because of the amount of people that we have coming from the other 49 states and usually about 10 to 15 other countries into the Birmingham area. So excited about that. You can get those tickets at indyalabama.com. Thank you.
Thank you. Council Woods?
Thank you, Mr. President. A few announcements. Sun Valley Neighborhood Association will meet tonight at 6:30 p.m. at the East Pinson Valley Rec Center. The Huffman Neighborhood Association will meet on Monday, April 22nd at 7 p.m. That's at Huffman Baptist Church. Also want to shout out Huffman Baptist Church. They recently did some renovations at the facility and actually set aside some space for the neighborhood to actually meet. And so really did a really cool renovation there. And so very appreciative of them and the work they're doing. Also, District 1 will continue the Be Litter-Free cleanups this Saturday at 9 a.m. at Calvary Resurrection Christian Church. I think also Black Warrior Riverkeeper, just want to shout out the job they've done. I know they help other districts as well, but it's been really cool just to kind of see the value that they brought to the city as a whole and just kind of getting more and more people involved and getting out in the community and cleaning up. I think also getting Keep Birmingham Beautiful more involved as well and increasing some of the impact that we can make as a whole will be really cool going on. But again, that's 9 a.m. This Saturday at Calvary Resurrection Christian Church. And the Workforce Development Committee will meet tomorrow, 1 p.m. in Conference Room D&E. And so if you are on the Workforce Development Committee, be prepared tomorrow. Looking forward to that meeting. Also want to remind everybody to go vote today. Today is Election Day, so if you have forgotten, make sure you get that done. And then also had a thought, I think this could work. I know we've talked a lot about making sure our swimming pools and things like that are open this year. I think we're paying, I want to say, don't quote me exactly, but I think it's about $15 an hour for lifeguards. I think I'd be willing to, because I think if we can get that up to $20 an hour, maybe we can get more candidates. So I'd be willing to contribute some district funds to help the cause if that was a possibility. So thank you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Council Woods. I think you need to have a conversation with Chief Mitchell over there. He's giving you some side eye. All right, to our homeschool group that's in the audience, it's almost over. I got a couple of announcements, and then we're going to get to the adjournment, and then we'll go have some snacks or something like that. So, Counselor Abbott had to leave the meeting early, so I'm going to make the announcements for District 3. The next planning and zoning meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, April 24th at 3:30 p.m. here in the council chambers. There are 2 vacancies on the Birmingham Planning Commission. Please submit your resume to valerie.abbott@birminghamal.gov if you're interested. The deadline for submissions will be Monday, April 29th. Tonight in District 3, there is a 5 Points South Neighborhood Association meeting at 6 p.m. at Highlands United Methodist Church. Next Monday, April 22nd at 6:30 p.m., Crestwood South Neighborhood Association will meet at the Jewish Community Center on Montclair Road. If you have any concerns or issues, please call 311, or you can also download the My BHAM 311 app, and that app also allows you to attach photos. It's free in the Google Play Store or Apple Store. And finally, we're asking all residents of District 3 to please continue to visit our website for real-time updates and additional information on happenings in the city of Birmingham. That web address is www.bhamdistrict3.com. And for District 5, wanted to reiterate Councilor Moore's comments about the public engagement opportunity on Thursday night at 6 p.m. at the Shield Center on the topic of regulation of short-term rentals. Really lively discussion last Tuesday. We need more residents to show up on Thursday. There were a lot of people who were owners of short-term rental properties. They probably outnumbered the residents at least 4 to 1. So we'd like to see more residents show up and provide their input on Thursday night. Again, that's at the Shield Center at 6 p.m. Central City Neighborhood Association will meet tonight at 6 p.m. at the Downtown Central Library. Southside Neighborhood Association will meet Thursday, 6 p.m. at the South Precinct. North Avondale Neighborhood Association will also meet Thursday at 6 p.m. at the MLK Recreation Center. And Southeast Lake Neighborhood Association will meet on Monday, April 22nd at 6 p.m. at East Lake United Methodist Church. And finally, in place of the regularly scheduled Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, I will be hosting an educational roundtable discussion called Intersection to convene various transportation stakeholders in the community. This is an informal, open forum discussion instead of the regularly scheduled Transportation and Infrastructure Committee meeting. That is scheduled for Monday, April 22nd at 2 p.m. here in City Hall and on the 3rd floor in conference rooms D and E. The topic of that discussion will be supply chain and freight transportation to encompass all forms of freight transportation, including air, rail, water. Just want to gather all the stakeholders and talk about how that works and how it impacts our community. That's all of my announcements. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Aye, meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Hello, This is Councilor Tate, for Councilwoman for District 9. We are in Arlington, Virginia at the National Returning Citizens Second Chance Conference. And we are here to be speaking why it is important for people that are just as impacted to have second chances.
Yes, and let me introduce you to Birmingham. This is attorney Nikita Tiny. So Nikita, tell these people who you are, how do you know me, and how does this networking and this sisterhood and this deep relationship continue?
Okay, well, I'm Nikita Taifa. I am the convener emeritus now of the Justice Roundtable Coalition, an advocacy coalition in Washington that deals with federal and local criminal justice policy reform issues. And where I know this phenomenal person, oh my goodness, years ago, I don't know how long, 2018, what was it, she was a social justice fellow, telling her story and just doing all the moving and shaking over there in Alabama.
My son is just as impacted, and so I really believe that people that are just as impacted deserve to have second chances to rebuild their lives. So it's important that we provide housing, jobs, health care, and continuing education for them to, succeed and be the best returning citizens that they can be, because it is some very, very bright individuals that have made a mistake, and no one is above, given an opportunity to restore their life.
Stand on this. Don't change up. Because when counselors broke a lot of hurdles to get to where he was, I broke hurdles to get to where I was. Because it was just like the counselor said, we ain't supposed to be here. And so I stand on the people's business. That's what I do when I go to City Hall.